Hi guys, Victoria here. As you can see, I am on my way to Singapore, landing in 25 minutes. Obviously, when I am doing the voiceover, I'm already back from Singapore, but I have spent around 10 days in Singapore originally going for a congress where I worked, so I went for business, and then I spent a few days there afterwards to explore the city and enjoy Singapore, where I already been in 2019, so this was my second time. This time I definitely spent longer period of time there than when I was there in 2019, and I am bringing you a few videos from here, starting with the first few days which we have spent in Sentosa. I was staying together with a few other people who were attending the same event. Before the event, we stayed in Sofitel Sentosa Resort. This was my room. This is something that my company paid for. This is not me who paid for this. I mean, I could afford it, but I would not spend this much on a hotel room per night, probably, because I'm a cheapskate. This was the bathroom. It was very, very spacious, and the shower was amazing. It was so huge, and it had a shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner. And in the room there was a huge bed where by myself I really could just take up so much space. And there was a coffee bar in the room with an espresso machine. There were only 2 capsules though, but I didn't let them clean the room. I was staying there for only 2 nights, and I didn't let them clean the room to refill the coffee. Maybe they would have refilled, but anyway, I had 1 coffee in the morning on the first day, and then the next day again before our yoga class that we had from 8. The first morning I was like super exhausted while I was traveling to Singapore, which is from Vienna 2 hours to Istanbul, because I was flying with Turkish Airlines, and then another 10.5 hours to Singapore, and we were even delayed, and I didn't sleep the whole time. So when I got there, I was awake for the last, I don't know, 36 hours probably. So I just wanted to sleep, and so I got there, I bought some sandwich for dinner, and then I went to bed, and then the next morning I had coffee and I went to yoga. And then we went for breakfast with the peacocks. Where are you guys going? Inside the lobby or what? Hello.
Coming for breakfast?
I'm coming for breakfast.
You coming with us?
And then we were just enjoying the hotel during the day, enjoying the premises. We had to do a little bit of work, and we went down to the beach as well through this staircase which led down to the beach from Sofitel Sentosa Resort. On the beach we found some dogs. It was a dog beach. They were so cute, swimming so much to fetch their toys. And then in the evening we went to the Gardens by the Bay. The Gardens by the Bay brings to life the National Parks Board Singapore's vision of creating a city in a garden. The Gardens captures the essence of Singapore as a premier tropical garden city with the perfect environment in which to live and work, making Singapore a leading global city of the 21st century, raising the quality of life and enhancing greenery and flora in the city. The super trees are the 18 tree-like structures that dominate the garden's landscape, with heights that range between 25 to 50 meters. They are fitted with environmental technologies that mimic the ecological function of trees. Photovoltaic cells that harness solar energy, which can be used for some of the functions of the super trees, such as lighting, similar to how trees photosynthesize.
It presents Garden Rhapsody. Watch the scenery come to life as we unveil a dazzling showcase of lights and musical treats. Tonight we present Retro Viva. So pick a spot, grab your cameras, and enjoy the show.
and collection of rainwater for use in irrigation and fountain displays, similar to how trees absorb rainwater for growth. Every night at 7:45 p.m. and 8:45 p.m. the Super Tree Grove comes alive with a coordinated light and music show known as the Garden Rhapsody. The accompanying music to the show changes every month or so, with certain themes such as the World of Wonder and the Night of Musical Theatre. This time the theme was retro music.
And we look forward to seeing you again in the gardens.
That was good.
We could come here every evening.
Different than expected.
The Marina Bay Sands is an integrated resort right next to the Gardens by the Bay, and it's one of the most famous landmarks of the city. At its opening in 2010, it was deemed the world's most expensive standalone casino property at 8 billion Singaporean dollars. The resort includes a 2,561 room hotel, a 120,000 square meter convention exhibition center, a 74,000 square meter mall, a museum, a large theater, celebrity chef restaurants, 2 floating crystal pavilions, art science exhibits, and the world's largest atrium casino with 500 tables and 1,600 slot machines. The complex includes 3 towers topped by the Sands Sky Park, a skyway connected 340 meter long with a capacity of 3,902 people, and a 150 meter infinity swimming pool set on top of the world's largest public cantilevered platform, which overhangs the North Tower by 66.5 meter. The resort is set to have a 4th tower constructed by 2028 at an estimated cost of 4.5 billion Singaporean dollars, which is around 3.3 billion US dollars. The new tower would contain 1,000 hotel rooms and an adjoining concert venue with seating for 15,000 guests. This would probably also prompt the replacement of the top cantilevered platform. The next morning, again, we started with yoga, and then we had breakfast, and in the early afternoon we moved to the Shangri-La Hotel, which was the place where the congress that we organized took place. So I stayed there along with my colleagues for the next 4 days, and that is when I got sick. But before we get into that, just a practical information that I did not mention at the beginning of this video is that don't do what I did and take a taxi to your hotel or to your accommodation from the airport, but download the Grab application before you go there. It is called GRAB. It is basically the Uber in Singapore and Malaysia, and book a ride through Grab because it's gonna be quite much cheaper than taking a taxi, and with the taxi you don't know how much you will end up paying, while with the Grab you will know in advance. And there are dedicated pickup points for those who are taking Grab. And as you can see, I have arrived to my room in Shangri-La, where I have spent the next 4 nights. This hotel definitely had a bit different character than the Sofitel in Sentosa, which was more of a beach resort for chilling and relaxing, and this one is kind of a mix between a congress hotel exhibition center, as well as there were people who were on their holidays enjoying the pool and the beach and being here for fun. The view was way different because I was on the 14th floor as opposed to the ground floor in Sofitel, and this is what I was looking at each morning and evening. But during the day I was not around because I was working at the congress, except for the last day when I was sick in bed. The bed was once again quite big. There was a table for doing your makeup. I must say I prefer the bathroom in Sofitel. On the Sentosa Island, the shower was much bigger there. The shower gel, conditioner and shampoo situation was more sustainable because it was not coming in small products but the big ones which you can refill. Anyway, this is the breakfast area. They had all kinds of different varieties of foods. You can have Western style, you could have, of course, multiple varieties of Asian food, dumplings, Indian breakfast with curries and roti and tosse. Also some local specialties, laksa, which is a soup. Then there were a lot of pastry and sweet stuff. There was, of course, Chinese breakfast. And some of the things, I mean, I traveled to Southeast Asia already 3 times and I visited multiple countries, but some of the things were still unknown to me. This was the first video of probably a series of 3. I have gone to Universal Studios, so there will be a video of that, and then the rest of my stay in Singapore when I was sick but I was still trying to explore is coming up. So if you're interested, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and hit the bell button to be notified when I upload, and I'm looking forward to see you at my next videos. Until then, goodbye. So funny.